Good morning students and welcome back to geography class. Dear students, in this video we are going to learn about the topo sheet and the topography. Topo sheet or topography. So we have to learn about the two. Is topo sheet 45 D7 and D10, the sheet numbers. Okay, so we will learn the reason for this numbering. Okay, so our topo sheet number is 45 D7 and D10, and in the board examination, board will send a topo sheet with your question paper, and board will ask 20 questions having 1 mark each. Okay, so you need to learn and practice it continuously. Okay, I will explain it clearly after the reopening of the school. Okay, now it is online class. So in this video we will learn the basic things about the topo sheet. Basic things. So what is the meaning of the topo sheet? And okay, this picture show a topo sheet. No, there are squares or grids. No, so there are vertical lines, horizontal lines. Yellow color is there, green color is there, white color is there, red color is there. Okay, what is the need for this, or what is the meaning of this color? Okay, and the grid. Okay, what I mean by easting and northing. All these are the basic things. Okay, topo sheet or the topography. So topographic maps represent the Earth's features accurately and to scale on a two-dimensional surface. These are excellent planning tool and guide. Topo sheet are the excellent planning tool and the guide. Okay, excellent planning. These maps show the land's contour. You will learn what is contour interval, what you mean by contour lines, elevations, valley, water bodies, vegetation, and many other features. So topo sheet and the topography. Topo sheet is this sheet only. Topography is a study of what these things only. Okay. And to understand the topographic map or read a topo sheet, we must understand the following things. First of all, I mean, in order to, first of all, the 4 major directions. And we have learned geography in lower class, we have learned about the cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, or north, south, west, east. Major cardinal directions. Okay, north, okay, all the maps are having these 4 directions: north, south, east, west. Then you know that northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. We know where is northwest and where is southwest, where is northeast and where is southeast. No, okay, please remember. Okay, then, and the beginning, suppose you are going to count the grids. So this map shows more, no, yellow color and green color, blue color, white color. You will learn that yellow stands for what, green stands for what, blue stands for what, then white color stands for what. So there are many lines, red lines, spots, many things. Okay, we will learn all the features in the coming videos. And please remember, so where is southwest of this map? Southwest. And that is the beginning of this. So suppose you are going to calculate the grid. Okay, from southwest only you have to start. Okay. Then on a topo sheet you can see many lines, and these lines forms grids. In this map, this picture, there are vertical lines, horizontal lines, straight. They are straight, Okay, And some lines are there what we can say having many bends, rivers are there. And in the topology you have to learn how to find the direction of that river. Okay, you will learn. So listen, there are dear students, vertical lines are called eastings since they are numbered from west to east. Eastings, west to east. Eastings number 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Eastings, vertical lines. Okay, since they are numbered from west to east, and the horizontal lines are called northings because they are numbered from south to north. So first point, eastings and the northings. Once again, eastings and northings. The vertical lines are called eastings. Vertical lines. Okay, they are numbered from west to east, and horizontal lines are called northings because they are numbered from south to north. And now the color, the yellow color. So here in this map, no yellow color is there, no? Yellow stands for cultivable land. Agriculture is the main occupation of the people who are living there. Yellow color stands for cultivable land. Okay, yellow color. Then green color is there. Green color, forest area, vegetation, forest area mainly. White color, okay, rocky area or bad land, hence uncultivable. Yellow, green and white. Okay, and now blue. Perennial lined wells, I mean perennial, no, having water always. Wells, perennial streams, lakes and ponds. Okay, rivers. This blue color stands for water bodies. Okay, please remember. And brown color is there. So while listening this video, so before the beginning, it's okay, please take your textbook or that topo sheet also. Okay. Brown color stands for contour lines and their heights, contour interval, contour heights we will learn. And black, all dry streams and surveyed trees. We will learn what I mean by surveyed, what is a surveyed tree, what is benchmark, what is triangular height. Red, permanent huts. Okay, red colors are permanent hut, street, okay, I mean sorry, roads and track. Okay, so listen, eastings, northings, then colors yellow, green, white, blue, brown, black, red. Okay, once again, yellow color stands for what? Cultivable land. Green color stands for forest area. White color stands for rocky area or bad land. Hence, that land is okay, not able to cultivate or uncultivable land. Blue stands for whatever water bodies like wells, okay, streams, lakes and ponds. Blue color. Here also in this map, okay, picture there is blue color, no? Yellow color is there, white color is there, green color is there, blue, red is there, brown color is there. Black stands for all dry streams and surveyed trees. Permanent hut, red stands for permanent hut. And in the textbook, so we have to learn that is 17, page number 17. So the conventional symbols, okay, 17, 18, 19, okay, 20, 21, 22, okay, 23. So please go through that. What is the conventional symbol for permanent hut? Page number 18 of your textbook. Permanent hut having what red squares, no? And temporary hut is there. Okay, then okay, types of settlement, nucleated, linear, scattered, and monuments. What is conventional signs for fort, tower, okay, or mandir, chhatri, church, mosque, idgah, tomb, graves, post office, So that you have to see. Please refer this textbook also. And the boundaries, roads, metal road. What is a conventional sign for metal road? Road unmetalled, kacha road and pakka road. No? Pack track. It is a path made by constant use by men or animals to travel. It is shown in the broken line. Pack track. Then what is cart track? So it is a path little broader than pack track made by bullock carts. Metal road, unmetal road, pack track, cart track. Then what is footpath? So meaning also and the signs also you have to remember. Railway, then a stream, river. Okay, same river dry. Then page number 20. Okay, streams, seasonal, confluent, commander. Okay, all we are going to learn. But please see this also. And then representation of relief or elevation. Sport height is there, no? Page number 21. So, sport height means the height of a particular point above the sea level. Sport height shows the height of that place from the sea level. In your map you can see spot plus some digits are there, sport height. Then triangular height is there. The height of a point surveyed by the triangulation method. It is indicated by a small triangle beside number showing the height. Approximate height, benchmark is there. Benchmark, okay, contour, that all we have to learn. This is only introduction about the topography. Okay, so eastings, northings, the colors and the conventional symbols. Okay, many things are there that you have to, okay, and some definitions also. For example, sport height. Sport height is the height of a particular point measured and is shown on the survey map as, okay, for example, sport 240. It means that the height of that particular point is 240 meters above the sea level. Sport height, many sport heights you can see in the, okay, that is topo sheet map. Okay, and then one question to you, last year question. So here board asked this question. We are going to learn this. Study the extract of Survey of India map sheet number 45 D10. You have to refer D10 and answer the following questions. Okay, it is an example for you. What is the type of question? Give the 6-figure grid reference for the temple that is located to the southwest of Pidhampura settlement. So first of all you have to find the Pidhampura settlement. Pidhampura settlement. Okay, settlement houses. And then after you have to find the grids, 4-digit grid. Then okay, in the next video, okay, is not like this. I will what we can explain with the help of video, and I will draw the pictures of how to find the 6-figure grid. Okay, here it is 6-figure grid reference, and give the 4-figure grid reference for a settlement where people of the region meet socially and for trade at last one. Okay, an example only. Then what is fire line? What is the significance of the following? Fire line in grid number 2417, a grid number. There is a fire line, meaning we have to learn fire line. Water body found in grid, the water body found in grid square 2221. What is the importance of this fire line and the water body? You have to write the importance and the, okay, of this one. And then like this we will learn. Okay, it is already an example. A topo sheet will give you 20 mark, map will give you 10 mark. So what is essential? Continuous, okay, continuous practice of these two things are essential. This geography and history, computer, Hindi, Okay, some subjects are there, scoring subjects. What do you mean by scoring subject? So these are easy subjects and you can score good mark, will increase your total percentage. This year 98 and percentage highest was 98.4 record with Utkarsh Kumar Gupta, and he got 100 in geography and history, 100 out of 100 full mark he scored, and computer also very good mark. Okay, I am giving an example only, so you all are means we are going to meet after the that one so I think it will take a time to open the school for a regular class. Okay, and remember, from today onwards, tomorrow also, day after tomorrow also, I will upload videos about topo sheet. Okay, tomorrow another type of video. So on a white paper, I will write something. I will draw something. For example, the 6-figure grid of a place. With the help of this topo sheet I will take. Then give the 6-figure grid reference for the temple that is located to the southwest of Pidambura settlement. With the help of the 45D10 and this camera, I will show how to, or I will teach you how to find the 6-figure grid. Okay, then 4-figure. What is northing? What is easting? Okay, we have learned color, no? Yellow color, blue color, white color, green color. So these color represents various things. Now, for example, yellow color on the map stands for cultivable land. Land is able to cultivate fertile land. And green color stands for what we call a vegetation, maybe forest. White color is a bad land, hence it is uncultivable, maybe a stony waste like that. Many things we will learn in the topo sheet. Okay, so continuously we will learn fire lane. Okay, and that pattern of what we call say settlement, linear, nucleated. Okay, then nuclear. Then we will learn about the drainage system also. Drainage system. Okay, many things we will learn. Drainage system. Drainage. First of all, we will learn what is drainage or surveyed tree. And one thing, so if you refer the map, you can see rivers are the rivers. And we all know river has courses. Okay, you will learn about the river courses, and also river has two banks, left bank and the right bank. And how we can find the left bank and the right bank of a river. So what is the what we call a source for that? I mean, how we can find the two banks of a river. I mean, two banks which is the right bank and which is the left bank. In some rivers you can see an arrow, but in the board examination there will be no arrow. Sometimes board will ask on which bank of this river that settlement is located. Then you have to find the, okay, first of all you have to find the, okay, river banks. So for that you can, okay, you have to observe the spot height. Spot height will help you. Spot height. Okay, spot height. That tomorrow I will explain. Okay, on a white paper, spot height case. Okay, how we can use the spot height for. Okay. So topo sheet in the textbook it is given that okay, the textbook, the publishers provided you a topo sheet 45 D7 and D10. Take that. Okay, and then you have to refer. Okay, this is only introduction. Tomorrow I will teach you more things. Okay, so please refer Please see the topo sheet. Thank you.